That's a Xanny, causing me to sleep and I ain't planning it. Yeehaw!
So topical, back with another video. I am Strange Wang, and you're about to watch a review for the Mini Saints to Newark. But just like every other YouTube channel on YouTube, I'm about to tell you about my social media right now: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Channel me and Nate, or Nate and I, proper English. Those links are in the description box down below. We also got a Ko-fi account and a Patreon. It helps pay the bills. It helps make the channel better. It helps the videos improve. So if you could hit those links, spend a little bob and arrow on us, that would be phenomenal. But let's get on to brass tacks. I gave the Mini Saints in Newark 7.8 out of 10 Wangs.
Why? Why?
Because if you are a Sopranos fan, I feel like you're going to really like and appreciate this movie. If you're not, you're going to be left out. You're not going to get everything. You're going to be confused in parts because this film is, I would say, kind of confusing and hard to root for these characters if you're not a fan of this movie, because you are watching a movie about gangsters. The gangsters do bad shit, and this being the 1970s, and well, the issue of race in the 70s, and the issue of race being so recent now, and you're rooting, your protagonist that you're supposed to be rooting for is a racist, and he is going against blacks in some scenes. So if you're just tuning in because it's a new movie, you're gonna be floored probably. But this is to the director's credit, you made a movie for Sopranos fans. Me being a Sopranos fan, I loved it. I got all the inside jokes, the relationship between Tony and Christopher. It was in the trailer. That thing, I thought it played out perfectly. You understand why Tony is the way he is. The parallels between Christopher and his father, Junior, where he's at in his life, and seeing where he goes and how he acts. It just makes sense. It fits in that universe so well. And the director nailed that 10 out of 10. But again, this is a wide release movie on HBO Max. Maybe not everyone seen the TV show, which is unfortunate because it's one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
That's a fact.
Like I said, it fits in that universe so well, and it helps that you have amazing people behind the camera and in front of the camera, from the set design to the writing to the acting. I mentioned the directing. It's all
Excellent.
The acting is top tier. You got some amazing actors in there. Some personal favorites. Leslie Odom Jr. After I saw him one night in Miami, I was like, anything he's in, I'm going to check out. Joey Diaz, I'm a big fan of his. You got Gandolfini's son. You just got John Berthendahl. Like, how could I forget him? Ray Liotta. You just have an all-star cast, and they fit inside this world to
Perfection.
the costume design, set design really sets you in the world of the 70s, and you just feel like you're there. Kind of like in The Sopranos, it's like the Newark is a character in itself. You know, these places you recognize, the streets, it just makes you feel like you're there. And that's also kudos to the writing for making these characters sound legitimate, like they are mafia. Like this isn't just another episode of The Sopranos. But that's another problem I could see other people having with it. The Sopranos, you're getting a bunch of little problems, and these are gangsters. That's just everyday shit to them. So all these little problems throughout the film, they're not big cinematic moments. It's just another day in life of a gangster. Now, sort of like The Sopranos, the last couple of days, the last couple of episodes, that little tiny thing that's been in the background, semen, it boils up at the end, and you get 3 to 4 episodes of the big cinematic moment. But this is a movie, and it doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like another episode of Sopranos. I personally like that. I can see how some people would be turned off from that, but it leaves you wanting more. And because of how good everything was behind the camera, in front of the camera, and the story that they told, you can tell more. And me personally, again, being a fan of Sopranos and of how well the film was for Sopranos fans, preference that, Sopranos fans, I want another Sopranos movie.
Not tomorrow, not after breakfast, now.
Like I said, this film's going to turn some people off because there's not all these big cinematic moments, and your protagonist is a racist. Boom! That's how the 70s were, and I guess kudos to the director and the writer for putting that in the forefront and saying this is how it was, this is how whites and blacks would act towards each other, but here's your protagonist. Welcome to Many Saints in New York, a Soprano story. But again, like I said 2 minutes ago, less than 2 minutes ago, I could see how that would turn some people off and affect their score. But me being a huge Soprano fan, I thought it was a fantastic movie experience, which is why I gave it 7.8 out of 10 Wangs. Tell me down below in the comment section, did you enjoy this movie? Are you a fan of Sopranos? Did you not see Sopranos, watch this movie? I don't know none of these things. All these questions I'm asking, I don't know, because you gotta tell me your answers to these in the comment section down below. And then you want to scroll back up, make sure you hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a